Hey, what's up guys? Do you have sore wrists? Bjorn here. Just like to talk to you today about your sore wrists when you're actually doing bar work in the rack position. So oftentimes what you'll normally find is if you're just started weightlifting, what you normally find is your wrist may get a little bit sore if you're in the rack position, and then you're finding that you need to use wrist straps or straps, and you may have to change up into the more premature holding up high with the elbows down position. So what's actually happening here? So if you're getting sore wrists, chances are you're still hanging on to the bar for dear life. It's okay, you need to let it go, all right? So open up your fingertips, and with your open fingertips, your elbows will be able to come up a little bit higher, and you're gonna create that shelf where that bar actually sits on, okay? So have a look at this position here. If I start to grab onto that bar, my wrist position actually comes down. I'm gonna show you in this one here because the arm's getting a little bit sore. So, elbows up tall. If I start to grab, my elbows drop down. When that elbow drops down, you can see that that barbell load is gonna come across that ledge and that angle there, and that is gonna go through that wrist if you're doing lots of push presses or especially thrusters. So, for you to get that elbow up really high so that bar sits across your rack, your fingertips need to be open right up top here, okay? So you need to open your fingertips so that your elbows will come up a little bit high. You're gonna create a better rack where your shoulders, where the bar is gonna sit on. Next up, what you need to do also is you're gonna make sure that that grip position is not too far out. If your wrist grip position on that bar is too far out, it's not gonna allow you to actually get the bar up, the elbows up high as well. So the grip needs to be just outside the shoulder, and what needs to also happen is you need to bring your elbows closer to each other as well. The more you can bring your elbows over closer to each other, the less bend you're gonna have in your wrist in this position over here. So you need to be in this position over here. So to get into this position, what you'll be required to do is to have really flexible and mobile rotator cuff muscles. If your rotator cuff muscles are really tight, what's gonna happen is your elbows are gonna pull out this way, and you're gonna create more tension onto that wrist as well. It's gonna be twisting that wrist. So you need to make sure that you have good rotator cuff mobility so that you can bring your elbows closer together, and there will be less strain on your wrist. So to stretch out those rotator cuffs, spend a little bit of time in this position over here. Have the stick on the outside of your hand, hold down the bottom of the stick, keep the elbows at the height of your shoulders, and then you're gonna pull out and stretch those rotator cuffs here. And the more that you spend in this rotator cuff stretch here, the more flexible that rotator cuff's gonna be. It's gonna be able to bring your elbows a little closer in, and it's gonna be less strain on that wrist. So there you go, guys. Let go of the bar and stretch those rotator cuffs out so you can get a better rack position. Elbows can get up higher, and the bar will sit nice and comfortable on your rack for your workouts. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you soon.